Hello everyone, and welcome back to the A+axiom Teachers Portal tutorial. In today's episode, we'll be looking at our scheme of learning and our lesson plan. So the video is going to be in two sessions. This first video is going to be on how to create scheme of learnings and then submit them. So as we already know, scheme of learning is a structure of your yearly teaching plans or termly plans that you are going to use to follow to create your detailed lesson plans. We find them at the teacher professional tools or the professional suite. So we open professional suite from here, and then we pick up lesson planning. So we have lesson planning here. So with lesson planning, we can see we have lesson planning, or we have lesson plans, and then scheme of learning. Since this video is focusing on scheme of learning, we'll just hop on to scheme of learning. So I click on scheme of learning, and then if you hop on here, we are going to just create a new scheme of learning. As you can see on the button here, we have a new scheme of learning here. So I click on new scheme of learning. If you type the name, so let's say this is computing, this is maybe, let me say maybe this is B7, the academic year is 2025-2026. we maintain that. The curriculum, right, in case you are in OIC GS, you should do that. Okay, but I think this account is going to be on Creative Art, so let me put one, maybe Creative Art, that is 2025 to 2026 term 3. Let me say something like this. So this is maybe grade 7. Let me just say maybe grade 7, the grade level. The subject is Creative Art, and then the class, let me say 7A. Give the description. Okay, so this is, let me see, this is the scheme of learning for the term. Yes, and then blah blah blah. If you want to add something, but this is optional, right? So we click on create scheme of learning, and then it opens this way, right? So we have entries. We have entries here. That is, as I said, the system actually is smart in a way that it knows the number of weeks the school is actually doing for the term. So it is going to create a particular number of weeks for your scheme of learning. That is it. That is, in relation to the school's term. Okay, so I click on add entry for week 1, and I have week 1. So the content standard. So if I show to you this, right here, and this is what the GES scheme of learning, since I picked one. So this is how it looks like. We have the week ending, strand, we have sub-strand, and then we have content standard, and then we have the indicators, and then the resources, right? So you can see this is week 1, the week ending, this is strand, this is sub-strand, and then this is content, right? So assuming, let me just pick up this. So I'll pick up this, and I put it at the strand. Okay, let me say this is Creative Art. Let me just put maybe something like Creative Art, maybe elements of design. So let's assume this is B5.1.1.1.1.1. Maybe this is substrands. Maybe we're talking about let me say maybe maybe let me put something like colors in here, like this primary secondary colors. Let me put them here, and then we come to the indicators. As we saw, we had indicators also here. Yes, so these are the indicators. As you saw, these are the indicators right there. That is the indicator codes and maybe description. So these are indicators. I thought I copied this. Let me try again. Okay, I think I didn't, but let me just put it in here and then write it this way. Maybe b5 dot maybe 1.2.1, and then this is b5. Assuming it's like this, and maybe with a description, maybe in case there is a description, and just put it there, and then it goes on and on and on. So we have the resources and then the teaching, right? So these are the resources. I don't know why when I copy it is. So let me pick up this resources and let me try. If it doesn't put up that particular image, let me see. It does. So just put up the resources right from there. Maybe we are going to need what? Maybe some poster colors, crayons, and etc. Right. So put it this way, and then if there is any additional note, you can just put it in there. Okay. Maybe let's say maybe students are supposed to get or buy poster colors and crayons for this blah 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 blah, right? And then it goes on and on and on, and then we add entry. So that is entry 1. Seems I haven't added one. That is the lesson title, really. Okay, so this is the GES. That is fine. Let me see whether they have something like that. Okay, they don't have anything like the title, so that can be left out. Right, that can be left out. So we have the strand, that is the sub-strand, the content standard, and then the indicators and the resources. So we'll leave this one out since it is not a part of it. Okay, so you do same for week 2, week 3, week 4 until you are done. When done, you click on the back button right here. Yes, this particular button, right? And then it takes you back. When it takes you back, I think this is what we just did. This is what we just did. Right now, we just did this. Remember, type in this. Yes. So I click on this, right? And then I just submit for approval right here. So I can see now it is showing as submitted. Yes, submitted. Right here, it is showing as well submitted. So I'm waiting for approval. If it comes and it is approved, it is going to show as well approved. An example of approved is this. And say this is approved. This is approved. Yes. When it comes and it is rejected, you're going to see rejected with a message. So you have to make the corrections. So this is the scheme of learning for the GES. I'll end this video here and I'll catch you up in another video that is going to be for the OIC. That is going to be also short as well. Until we meet again, the name is Kwame A+, and I'm out. Watch out. Be shalom. Bye bye.